Okay, hello my friends, I'm Jiun and welcome to my channel, Libromer. I have finished part 1 of Watership Down by Richard Adams, and well, I have many thoughts about it, and yeah, I would like to share with you my progress while I'm reading this book. So I have to say that maybe I will in order to be free to express my thoughts, I think I will tell some spoilers. So um, I think I will even leave the comment section for people who wants to just comment about this book and well, don't spoil me the next the next parts yet. But if you want to talk about the first part of this book, you can do it in the comments, don't worry. But I warn people who haven't read this book that I will be telling some parts of the book. I will be commenting on them, and there will be probably spoilers in the comments. So if you haven't read the book, maybe you can wait a bit, at least part 1, and then you can watch this video. Well, I have finished Watership Down, and I got surprised actually. First of all, because actually I didn't know anything about this book. I didn't have any idea, and I didn't even know that there is a movie. I think someone commented about that. And yeah, it was a surprise because my first impression was that this book was kind of a copy of Animal Farm. So I thought, okay, it's about rabbits, and maybe there will be a revolt or a riot. I don't know, but I was wrong. So the first thing that I, in some way, I laughed at me because the first chapter, I don't know how to call it, chapter, it's called the notice board, and that's the key word for the whole book, I think. And yeah, until the end of that part is when you know what is this whiteboard about, right? Well, if you don't know, well, this is a book about some rabbits, and one of them, which is called Fiber, if I'm not wrong, he has these kind of visions, or he's predicting that something is coming, and something bad. And the notice board, which is this part, yeah, it's about a construction. So in some way, where they live will be destroyed. So, but they don't know that. So Fiverr is predicting that something bad will come, and Hazel, which I think is this character, he's kind of believing, but at the same time he's not sure. So they go to talk with the chief, the one who knows better, but it's like not clear. And at the end, both of them and some other rabbits, they decided to just leave this place. So the first part, which is called the journey, it's just that, the journey of this group of rabbits, and how they have to travel. They have to cross a river. Then they met some other groups of rabbits, and there are many things that I like about this part actually. That they try to, how can I say, they try to create this idea of society, but with rabbits. If it makes sense what I say, it's like they have these stories about some heroes, a rabbit who was a hero, and everything seems to be so realistic, but it's based on the reality of a rabbit. So the hero of the rabbits, for instance, in these tales, he has to steal lettuces. So yeah, it can be funny, but it's based on their own reality. So the only thing that I got kind of strange in some way is just in one part they mention a police, like there are some rabbits who are policemen, which was strange because they live like free, and then they have to start this journey, not knowing what it's just probably some kilometers away, and then they have to discover all of these new things and face these obstacles like the river. They don't know how to cross. They one of them had the idea, hey, why don't we use a piece of wood, I think, in order to cross the river. And they are like, but how does that work? And they don't know. So there are many things that they don't know, and in some way they will forget. They think that they will forget. So it's funny because their vision of the world is very small, just where they live. And then they come to this place where there are other groups of rabbits, and there is a secret in there is a mystery, which I found so great because I was so I wanted to know what's going on in this warren, and what's going on with these rabbits. They act strange. They talk in a way that it doesn't sound natural. So it's like they are hiding something, and at the same time it looks like creepy. So I like it. I like that part because at the end they will know what's going on, and it's something that is so, how can I say, it's so simple, that we see in the. I mean, I was born and I had the chance to travel to my grandparents, and they lived in the countryside. So hunting rabbits or hares, I think that's the word, hare, it was kind of natural. Okay, it was not like every day, but it was part of the reality in the countryside. So for me it sounds like natural, hunting rabbits. I know that there are some places for instance, they don't eat the meat of the rabbit, but in my case, I grew up with that reality. And the book, how can I say, the book makes it look like it's something so hard to believe, or so, or it's like, how can I say, the book makes it look like that reality is something so huge or great or away from the understanding of a rabbit. But in reality, for human beings, it's just something simple. But for them, it's something huge. So this mystery, which at the end is just the hunting of rabbits, or for a moment, for many pages, was kind of creepy. And then I discovered what was the secret, the mystery behind this warren. So the first part of the book is just interesting. I'm not sure, but it seems that the book is long for what it wants to say. It's like, I don't know, they will try to stretch the story. I don't know. And my guess is that later on they will have to face other obstacles, and probably one of them will be facing the humans, maybe like in a city or something like that. I'm not sure, I'm just guessing. But at least the first part was interesting, funny at certain points. But yeah, I like this idea of traveling and this journey that they don't know what to expect. Of course, there is this fear, and some of them, they want to go back, and so it's hard, right? When you have to move, and if you start something, then you have to push forward. So I like the spirit, the will of this, and I really enjoy the book. And one more thing, well, I had some difficulties with the language, because as you might guess, English is not my first language, but I always have difficulties trying to understand some words, especially words that are new for me. So sometimes those new words are just words that I don't know, and but sometimes there are words that are just made up by the author. So in this case, I have both. You will find you will see that there is a, I think at the end, yes, there is a glossary with the meaning of some words, because the rabbits, they have their own language in some way. They use certain words to refer to certain things. So at least I have the glossary, but there are other words, very many technical words, like words related with the animals, with the place, the plants, some animals that I don't know, and I try to avoid those words in order to understand the story. But when they are repeated, I try to find I search for the meaning on a dictionary. But in general, I try to just read and try to enjoy and understand most of it. So at least the first part was interesting, and of course I want to continue reading. And yeah, I like the characters. The characters are very likable. There is this mystery going on, right? Why, I don't know why Fiverr can see what's going to happen. He's supposed to be youngest, or the smallest, I think. But for some reason he's more clever and he can see things that the rest of the rabbits can't see. Yeah, I like the idea of journeying, like traveling and facing new things and obstacles. All of those things are interesting for me. So of course I want to continue reading, and I hope to know your opinion. I mean, what do you think? Of course, please, if you could just refer to the first part without telling me what's going to happen next. And of course, you are free to comment in this video. Okay, thank you very much, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye bye.